Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. You are about to see my incisions. You know what it is. Day 2 recovery, looking like some surgical tape doing its thing, bloating going down. Gotta get that side angle, looking down from above. Look at that little bloat. Okay, y'all. So, update. You know how I had that cut in the back of my throat? Well, now my uvula is just like hanging low as fuck. And when I say hanging low as fuck, I mean like I constantly feel it on the back of my tongue. It's so disgusting, but I have to show you guys, okay? Here, hold on. It was the saddest of times. Truly the saddest. That shit is dying. Talk about starting from scratch. Like, why? Why? I did some little research online, and it seems like it might just, like, the pieces of my uvula that die might just, like, die and fall off, and then the rest will just go back to normal. We shall see. Stay tuned. You know it's Labor Day weekend, so here's a shot of my cousin absolutely devouring that wing. So delicious, so unattainable. Alright, y'all, here we are with another update. I had my surgery on the 31st. Today is the 4th. And I'm actually about to go to the emergency room. Yay! My throat is just feeling even worse. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that now. Let's see. I gotta turn the flash on, hold on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That is the ever so wonderful uvula. And, yeah, bro, I have one hydrocodone left. And that's been the only thing to make me feel like my throat is not actively being scraped out of me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that taken care of and looked at, because the doctor's office is closed today due to Labor Day, and I tried my best to wait as long as I could, but I can't do it. I actually can't wait any longer. So yeah, day 1 after I had the surgery, it was uncomfortable. It was sore, but it wasn't that bad. Then by the nighttime, it was excruciating. I literally cried through maybe 3 to 5 bites of food and then gave up. I had a popsicle instead. And then I thought it was getting a little bit better. And I was able to eat on Saturday. Like, I ate a little bit of solid foods and stuff. But I now realized it was just the pain medication, because without it, I feel like I'm actively dying. Like everything is gonna collapse or something. Like, I don't know what is going on in there. Yeah, the pain has spread from just like that part of my throat, or like the uvula area, to more of the roof of my mouth, my gums, the back of my throat, like further in, to the point where like it's starting to kind of make my face hurt a little bit, and like my jaw. So yeah, bro, it's not a good time, and I can't wait any longer to get this looked at. So pray for your girl, wish me luck, you know, high hopes and whatnot. It should be fine. I'm assuming they'll probably just give me some like more pain medication, antibiotics or something. I don't really know. Also, I want to throw in that one of the worst things, besides obviously the pain of this experience, is like I have almost no pain, or like very little soreness and pain in my incision sites. So for the majority of this pain and suffering to be from my freaking throat is very stupid. It's like actually idiotic and upsetting. You know, like even health-wise, like general health-wise, like having to eat so much fucking ice cream and like soft ass, like cold ass, like cake, essentially. Like it's like really like smooth. It's just like, obviously you see my skin is breaking out a little bit. It's just not it. Like I feel unhealthy as fuck. I feel disgusting. I feel like once I am better, like my throat's better, I'm healed, I can like work out again. I'm gonna have to go like 3 times as hard in the gym to get all of that out of my system. I feel like I'm gonna have to go through a detox for a minute where I don't have any like alcohol, sweets, junk food, anything, which we should do that every once in a while anyway, but I feel this time I'll have to be that much more intentional because the amount of cold, sugary foods that I've had to consume since the 31st, since Thursday, it's like, it makes you never, like obviously in a while you're gonna be craving these things again, but it makes you never want to have. Yeah, it makes you never want to have these items again. Like literally ice cream, I appreciate you, but you could go fuck yourself. Cake, you know, you're my dog. Literally jump off a cliff. Like I'm so over all these like sugary things. Bro, like, can I eat a fucking seaweed chip at this point? Like, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, like, can I have a salad? Like, something, anything. And then, like, juicing, like, yeah, that sounds cool, except for a lot of juices have acidity, which fucks my shit up. And so, like, I can't even do chocolate ice cream because it fucks my shit up. So it's vanilla. And yeah, just all in all, I can't wait to be fully healed and to get back on track with my overall health, with, you know, just keeping my flow. And one thing is that my water intake has gone up, which is really great, but I'm definitely going to be super intentional about keeping my sugar intake low after this. Alright, y'all, so I am here. I have been seen by the nurse, and yeah, I'm using a filter. I don't give a shit. I look crazy right now. The nurse looked at my throat and said that it's really raw. So they might prescribe me some antibiotic or some steroids. The doctor's gonna come take a look. They're gonna give me more pain medication. And yeah, I guess we'll find out what exactly is going on soon enough. The ibuprofen is starting to wear off, so the pain is spreading down like my neck, radiating into my ears, into my jaw, like all my teeth hurt. So, yeah. Alright, y'all, so I am out of the emergency room. They took a good little look. They said that it's basically raw. And they swabbed my nose, my nostrils, and they swabbed my throat, which actually made me shed a few tears. Like, that was really bad. Then they The strep throat test came back negative. I had to check online to see if all the other viral infection, whatever tests, how they come out, but I'm assuming they'd be negative too. They gave me a big ass dose of steroids, and they gave me hydrocodone. I think that the steroid is helping though, because it's starting to feel a little less inflamed. It still hurts like a motherfucker though, honestly. But I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, other than that, it's just about staying hydrated, staying on a liquid diet, potentially sticking with the ice creams and whatnot, meal replacement shakes. If I need more pain medication other than like prescription strength ibuprofen, I gotta see my primary care, my surgeon, which I'm trying to see my surgeon first thing tomorrow if possible. And hopefully the pain chills out and I don't even need that shit. But if I do, then I think that he'll be down to slide me something. And the steroid should be in my system for about 72 hours or so, and it should calm everything down. So hopefully that just does its wonders and I don't need anything else. But yeah, might cop some lozenges or whatever. Probably just gonna shut the fuck up for the rest of the day, to be real, and hope for the best. Stay tuned. I will bring you guys along on the journey. Okay. Water is not salty. I've got extra water in here. Put another little. Alright, y'all. So let's take a look at what my throat is looking like now.
There it comes up. Pictures yourself? I think your throat looks good, but I see as well.
Look at that. Would you look at that? Bruh. That's how far a craving will take you. Blending up a gluten-free cheese pizza with water in hopes that you could enjoy it just a little bit. But look at that face. That is the face of pain, suffering, sadness, turmoil, prayers to the Lord. With that Phantom of the Opera in that background, hoping for comfort, needing those soothing sounds of Emmy Rossum and Gerard Butler's voices, because how else could I make it through? Now, I think I'm gonna extract that audio because I don't want to get copyrighted. Here I am giving a little review. Basically, it tasted just like it would if I chewed it up and watered it down, and every swallow felt painful as hell. I decided to make some infused lozenges with some herbal infusions: cinnamon, lavender, chamomile, honey, lemon juice, sugar, and a little special ingredient. Winkety, winkety, wink. Definitely was super helpful. Couldn't feel my throat. It was very relaxed. I felt very good mentally, physically, in every possible way. But I hate candy. Alright, y'all. Freshly showered. Washed my hair. Gotta comb this out. I look like a freaking rat. But it is almost day 6. I would say maybe today is day 6. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so tomorrow will be a week. And I think that besides the whole scraping of the throat intubation situation. This has been pretty straight. After I got my gallbladder removed, I was throwing up. I had my stomach all sorts of messed up and couldn't eat a bunch of things, and it was a whole like year-long healing process. When I had the 2 hemorrhoidectomies, I was in excruciating pain for like 7 to 8 months after the first one, excruciating pain for about 2 months after the second one. With this, literally it's just the throat. My bloating has gone down. There's little to no pain for me personally when it comes to the incision sites. If I would have been able to eat regular food right now, I wouldn't feel nauseous at all, I don't think. I think really it's just all the sugar intake. I have tried eating some rice, like arroz con gandule, very soft, and I've been able to do that twice. But now, I don't know, maybe I'm at a stage of like, it's better, but it's also worse. So when it comes to having anything touch the back of my throat at all, even saliva, it just hurts so bad. So I've been trying to chill on that. And today I haven't really eaten anything. I tried to eat some arroz con gandule this morning. Legit had 2 bites and said, forget that. Have not had any ice cream today at all. I just feel very like overly sugared out or something. I did make lozenges yesterday, and these lozenges are a little special, you know, but they were good. I do think that due to the overwhelming amount of sugar that it takes to make them, plus all the ice cream I've had to eat and such, I just kind of felt like turned off from having one today, at least so far. But I will say that it did numb my throat, and not in a like chloroseptic type of way, but in a just legit, like I just couldn't feel it. My body felt very relaxed. My mind felt very relaxed. I will post the video soon of making it, like all the things that I used, the process, the ingredient list. I got it from a website, so it'll give you the how-to as well. You can follow along with my video. And yeah, essentially all they put on there was surgical tape, so there's no stitches. You might have noticed that if you watch my previous video. I'm gonna show you what they look like now, and I might post a short of a time lapse from day 1 of surgery to a few days after, so on and so forth, so you can get a good idea of what that healing process has looked like for me. Now remember, everyone is different, and so what might be 1 week of healing for me could potentially be 2 weeks of healing for you, could be 5 days of healing for you, you know? Yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna lower you so you can see the bloating has gone down monumentally. I don't know if you can tell, the tape is starting to kind of like peel off on its own. I'm not going to touch that or try to pull it off, as it is not my problem. And it's not something that you're told to do. You're supposed to let it just come off on its own. As you can see, I have some bruising near my belly button. That tape is also kind of coming off. But yeah, let's do this angle. You know, a big difference from the first time. That same angle is giving like a few months pregnant the last time. the first day post-surgery. So, yeah. Again, like I said, if this is something you really want, but the concept of surgery terrifies you, just know bilateral salpingectomy, laparoscopically, chill vibes, just take it easy. You know, what happened with my throat is not an extremely common thing. It's not insanely rare or anything, but it's not something that you should be terrified of happening to you. So I would suggest being prepared for potentially experiencing what I've gone through when it comes to the raw throat scraping of 2023, but don't let that be the thing that deters you from freeing yourself from the concept of having to be on birth control or have an IUD or fear having constant pregnancy scares. Thankfully, that wasn't the case for me. I did have a lot of anxiety when it came to having kids due to, or getting pregnant again due to the traumatic birth experience I had, which I will post a video on that soon, kind of detailing the different things that I went through that led me to this decision. But for me, thankfully, I didn't deal with constant pregnancy scares or anything like that, but I did get on hormonal birth control. Well, I tried an IUD, was horrible, got on birth control, then got back on the IUD, and you know, it's just been a cycle. And all the while still dealing with that extreme anxiety of getting pregnant. So stay tuned for that video. I will give you guys more details on what led me to this decision for sure. But just don't stop yourself from having that psychological, mental, emotional freedom due to your fear. Because you've got this and you know what you want. And if you're not sure what you want, just wait. Just wait. You will know for sure when the time comes. Just be safe, do what's best for you, and don't allow anybody else being in your ear stop you from making whatever decision is actually best for you. And also remember that thinking in the long term, you know, if you know you don't want any more kids at all, or you don't want kids at all, and you're like, well, let me get an IUD, that's totally cool, bro. But no, like in a couple years, you know, 5 years or so, you're gonna have to change that out. So if you want to use an IUD for the meantime to see if this is something that you want more permanently and not have to deal with hormone disruptors and or having like an overwhelming amount of hormones pumping through your body, so on and so forth, you know, just do whatever is best for you. That's my advice. And you know yourself, your body, and your brain best. So I support you. Do you always. Because no one else has to live your life for you, deal with your consequences, or handle your experiences but you. All right, I did almost forget to do the ceremonial, at this point, traditional throat showing. So let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, y'all. Looking much better. You know, it still hurts like very horribly, terribly bad. And I will say that if anything, it's better in some aspects, it's worse in some aspects, but it looks like insanely better. So I'm going to probably make a short of the different stages of what my throat has looked like since we discovered this issue. And we'll see, like, you'll see that this uvula is hanging pretty high. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds very silly if you didn't know the situation given, because of course your uvula should be hanging high. But for those who know, for those who have been staying tuned in, that uvula low-key looking pretty good, you know? There have to be some people watching this video that have fucked up uvulas and throats. And for those of you that are experiencing that, I am so sorry, bro. I think that we take for granted how simple things can really be. And when it comes to our uvulas, we really sleep on them. We just, call them the little punching bag in the back of our throats. And we are not grateful enough for the blessing that it is to have a uvula that is in good condition, that is healthy, that is hanging high, that is not sitting on the back of our throats, that's not in excruciating pain all the time. So, yeah, bro. Watch, you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna do a time lapse. I'm going to do like one of those videos, and you're gonna see how horrible, better it's gonna be. The following clip is from the same day. I just no longer look like a rat, and I am explaining what the sensory experience is when I ingest food. So that bubbly feeling, it's essentially what I feel when I try to eat or drink anything. Obviously, it doesn't actually bubble up, but all the sensory buds back there, every area of nerve and sense is, feeling that prickly, bubbly feeling. And with every prickle is an association to very bad pain. So I have not eaten anything today. I've just been drinking water and taking my ibuprofens as I should. I napped a lot today, and I'm really just trying to heal. I did record a new vlog, what helped me come to the decision to getting this surgery, and what experiences I've had that have caused me to make that final choice. So definitely tune into that if you want to know why the heck I even did any of this and am going through any of this. It's a lot of detail, but it'll all tie in together and make sense. Alright, y'all, so sorry for that background noise. My son is watching some videos while he enjoys his Chick-fil-A. I am 1 week post-op. My surgical tape is basically off of the right incision. The left incision, it's almost all the way off. And I can show you guys that a little later when I'm out of the car. The surgical tape from the belly button incision is still there, and since it's not really peeling back on its own or anything, it's peeling off little by little on its own, but it's the surgical tape on the right side really peeling off and hanging. So I just used my little knife to help peel that off, because it was fully off of the actual incision part. But yeah, so that's taken care of. Yesterday I didn't eat anything at all. I didn't drink any smoothies. I just drank water and chilled and slept because it was just so painful. And I decided to let Dorian stay home and kind of take a mental health relaxation day. Get him some Chick-fil-A, so I got some grilled nuggets for myself. Thankfully, I've been able to eat a couple of those. Such a blessing, such a blessing. Alright, so let's eat one of these. I try to eat it the way I picture a snake eats. Like I try, well, minus obviously they don't chew, but I try to chew it up as much as possible, and then like open my throat and like kind of like let it just get to the back of the throat, open it up, and like help it like fall in, so it doesn't really have to touch my uvula or the roof of my mouth like that. Every bite I take, yes Dorian, you're all done? Thank you. Every bite I take does hurt, but I'm drinking a Powerade to help with hydration, and that helps push everything down so all the flavor and everything is gone, and that it like helps it feel back to normal again. The Powerade in fact did not help. The Powerade was actually burning the entire time. I think that recovery wise, time frame wise, and with the medication, like the healing process is at the point where I'm like at the cusp. Like maybe within a few days I will start to get it to that point where it's little to no pain at all. Right now I still have to do like salt water, like warm salt water gargles even throughout the night. Like anytime I wake up to use the restroom or anything, I have to do a salt water gargle because it's the only thing that helps relieve that pain immediately and gets everything, I guess, like loosened up and warmed up. And it's really just been a game of staying hydrated as possible and being chill, taking the ibuprofen around the clock, taking the pain medication, but also, you know, they only give you a limited amount of those because of the opioid crisis, you know, the high risk of addictiveness. So I have to ration those out, and I try to save those for the nighttime because that's when the pain is the worst. And that's like a known thing. The pain, especially throat pain, will be worse at night. So I'm trying to ration those out to last me at least the next couple nights. And typically I have to take 2 a night. Wake up like in a couple hours and be in pain and need to take more. So, you know, just trying to keep taking it like one step at a time and be patient. I can imagine that this is similar to the experience that people that get their tonsils removed as an adult. This is what they go through. And I feel for those people, bro. I feel for anyone who gets any type of tonsils, adenoids, any type of this surgery. You feel me? I feel for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. For people who constantly have issues with this type of thing, I'm so sorry. I'm grateful to start being on the mend or whatever the hell people say. I really have faith that in the next few days I'm going to be feeling much better. Alright y'all, so again, triple trigger warning. I'm gonna show you what my incisions are looking like, and you'll see what I meant by taking the surgical tape off. I didn't like rip it off or anything. I already had it peeling back, and it was kind of getting rubbed on things and caught on things, so like clothing and such. So I just wanted to get those extra bits off. So you can see the actual incision, but it's so small now. And then here, I don't know if you could tell, I haven't removed any surgical tape. Exactly what it's been. And then With this one, I haven't really removed any either. This one has kind of just been the way it is. Like, it has come off a bit on its own. And you can see that the incision is like right there. But yeah, like when the surgical tape was on, it looked crazier, especially this one. But it's because the surgical tape had cut all the blood that had come out too. So the incision looked a lot bigger than it actually was. And I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but you can see the gallbladder incisions as well. Like with the belly button, you're not going to see it, but with this one, you can see that it's like right above as well. So I'm saying I feel like it's looking good. We could hit another one of these angles. You see it's like not as bloated. It's like soft. So yeah, all in all, things are looking up. It's been exactly a week since my surgery. In a few hours, it'll be like to the T, like to the hour that I had it done. So I feel like it's straight. Like, even, I will say, of course, the worst part is the throat situation. But even like, because I had the proper care, it wasn't the worst it could have been, you know? Like, I was able to, like, I have insurance, so I was able to go to the emergency room and, you know, have them give me a steroid and call my doctor's office, like the surgeon, and he was able to send in another pain pill prescription for me. And so, you know, like, all in all, it's really like not as bad as it could have been. It's just the process, and things come with surgery. It's not always going to go exactly how you hope or how you expect it to, but sometimes it's out of your control on whether you get a surgery or not, and it just needs to be done. Other times, psychologically, you just need it, and in a way, it still needs to be done, even though it's elective. So, you know, do things at your own discretion, but don't allow fear to stop you from doing what you want to do. Just really be sure that it's what you want before you make that choice. But I hope watching my journey helps you come to terms with the fact that you will be okay regardless of whatever surgery you need to get done. Even if things don't go exactly how you're expecting or hoping, or maybe the surgery you need to get is unexpected and you're anxious and stressed and, you know, just really worried about it. I respect that. I have felt those feelings as well. But know that no matter what, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be okay. You just have to stay strong. Do whatever your doctor tells you need to do in that healing process. Don't be afraid to get up and walk around your house, or, you know, like I walk circles in my garage, literally. Sometimes I just go up and down the stairs. Like, I just keep that lymphatic system moving. I, you know, dry brush, I exfoliate, you know, just keep the lymphatic system moving, keep your blood flow going, stay super hydrated, and be positive, have faith. Things will work out for you, I promise. Having the hiccups right now is so fucked up, bro. Like, actually very, very fucking rude and painful and very uncalled for. Yeah, tears in my eye. I feel like I shouldn't have to warn y'all anymore at this point. Like, if you still need a warning, you need a therapy. This is what my incisions are looking like without any surgical tape. Yay! Hashtag bloated where, not here. Recovery got me looking like